What's up, guys? Welcome back for Solo Omega, episode 3. We're going to be talking a lot today in this episode about exploration and just kind of the ISK that you can make really decent ISK from just doing relic sites, right? So to illustrate this, I did a little bit of relic sites yesterday, but to give you guys kind of an idea, I'm not necessarily playing 6, 8, any crazy amount of hours when I'm doing null solo stuff, right? Like yesterday, I played I did the 40 minutes of the Pipino complex and then ended up doing like a couple data and relic sites. When I get back to station, I'll show you kind of what I pulled as far as doing those 2 relics and those few data sites yesterday. But I'm at this relic site right now, and I'm going to kind of show you how I kind of run these things. I run this prop mod, Microwarpdrive. I essentially just let it cycle once or twice, depending how far away I am. And then I just kind of cut it out. But I have an empty inventory, as you can see here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run this site, and it's so it's done, and you will see kind of how we do. Now, you can run a cargo scanner on your ship, and you can pre-scan these nodes. But I kind of just, for relic sites, definitely I like to try to get all of it. And I'm going to try to focus up here so we don't drop too much. There we go. See what's in this node. But just to give you an idea, like look at this. This node right here by itself is 12 million. And so then what I'll do is I'll just, untarget that. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and target all these, and then I basically just approach and run, approach and run, approach and run. Yesterday, I did one relic site yesterday that got me 120 million in the loot that came out of it, which is great. And by running a single account, that means that, by doing just relic sites, I could literally flex my account by just doing relic sites. And between combat sites and relic sites, you can make a killing. These little wrenches here, every time you get one, I immediately use it because there's no cap on your coherence on your virus. All the other ones are kind of like situational based. And I'm just kind of following around, seeing where I can find it. It can be hit or miss sometimes, but there you go. I have really good hacking skills when it comes to relic sites, which is a great investment. All right, so this one's 2 million, so we're up to 14 so far with 5 nodes to go. I'm gonna go, since we're already kind of close to everything, I'm gonna cycle the Microwarpdrive once because I just don't want to. It runs cap down on this Buzzard, and I'll give you guys the fit for this Buzzard as well. Once we get done with this site, I'll go back to station and I'll just kind of talk about a little bit more about what I do with the loot that comes out of this stuff and everything. But I definitely just wanted you guys to see just kind of what it takes to run these and kind of expectations. Get that out of there. 3, 2, 2, 1. We're going to use this. There we go. Another one. What do we get in here? Ooh. Enhanced rewards. This is where the money's at. I think one of the notes yesterday, I found 15 of them in one. So we're up to 18 just from doing this this site here. Go to the next one. Relic sites are amazing. And the stuff that you get from them is so easily exported. This, what I call blue salvage, rare salvage, right? I throw it in a crane and I'll fly it back to Heights. I can sell it, or you can sell it locally for people who are doing manufacturing. But those enhanced wards are where the money's at. I keep going on this road. So far, a lot of these are pretty simple. I think we're going to go up this way. You're going to have some of these that are just going to be very difficult. Not a great node there. Looks like we got 3 left. So even still right now, 18 is still pretty good. Pretty close on that one. See how we do. We might drop on this one because I wasn't really paying attention. I think it might be in this corner. There it is. We might actually get all the nodes on this one. 3 million on that one. 2 left to go. And this was pretty close. We're not going to worry about turning on the Microwarpdrive. Once we drop below 5,000, we're going to go ahead and hit it. You'll get faster at running them too. But really the trick is just not getting too ahead of yourself. There it is. Not great on that one, but we got the last one. But even still, 22 million for like doing a relic site. That's, you know, that is not very time involved. Is great. I'm gonna start the process on this one. 4, 3, 2. Check this corner. There's actually like a whole lot better way of doing this, but the way I've, you know, kind of been doing these is, look at that, 34 million. Bam. So we were doing, that's 58 on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and head back to station, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit more about relic sites. All right, so here's the total haul from the one relic site we just did. So you're looking at like 56 million right there on that. 7.1 M3, which is great. The export from yesterday, this is everything we got basically yesterday, which is 262 million. These enhanced wards are the kind of big money maker. That and coupled with the 21st tier overseer package that we got from the Pispino complex is great. And all this just weighs, you know, 83 cubic meters. So this is kind of like where a lot of the money that I get on the daily comes from. I just kind of stick it all in this like export folder and just kind of build up until I can build like a crane up or something like that, and just kind of fly that stuff back to high sec. I put like, you know, I can like sweeten the pot as well by doing like more fight and you know, stuff, other like really high ISK for M3 value stuff. But really, for the most part, the rare salvage, the overseers packages, and any sort of faction modules we get from sites is where a lot of the money comes from. And depending on how lucky you get with, you know, finding relic sites alone can get you basically your Omega, right? Like, so if we did like, essentially if we did 2 relic sites a day, that would be enough. If we did 2 relic sites every single day of the month, we would have enough to Omega our account. But obviously, like, you'll be doing a lot of other things too as a solo Omega as well. So like you're doing your ratting sites, which is even more, right? If we went out and did like a hub or a haven or a sanctum in the golem, we'd get another 20, 30 million there. So in less than an hour of gameplay, we can get enough ISK to plex our account if we kind of did that every single day of the month. But like most people, I don't play every single day, right? I'll have, you know, good days and I'll have bad days. But, you know, most of the time when I sit down and play, I'll do a lot. I'll just play, do a lot of, you know, relic size, do a lot of ratting, and, you know, have a 500, you know, million to even a 1 billion day, which makes, you know, plexing even easier. And since we're only running one account, once we get that, you know, money for the plex, everything else is just, you know, saved for other ships or modules, replacement stuff. So one of the biggest things I want to show with this series is kind of like how, you know, income is varied, but it can be really, really good if you do the right things. So if you're starting off and you want to get into like solo Omega stuff, I would 100% go with relic site exploration. You can use any purpose-built ship for scanning. I personally use a Buzzard, as you see here, which is kind of like, thrown together, but it allows me to just scan down stuff and then go run the relic sites and, have pretty good income from that. It's a lot of training, but like anything that you're going to be doing in Null by yourself, you're going to be a lot of training. Like Max Tengu training is, a big time investment. Max Golem or Marauder training is a big investment. So if you have to just kind of pick one path to get you started that's going to give you good amount of income, then just focusing on relic sites would be what I would recommend. And so as far as skills go, you look at the scanning category and get like the hacking and all the all the scanning skills, and then also just try to get into like a covert op ship like Buzzard or something like that allows you, because like this ship is great because you have interdiction nullification, so if you do warp into a bubble on a gate, you can get out of it. You have covert ops where you can fly around when you're cloaked, and also you're gonna fit your data and relic analyzers and then everything like that. So I'll probably be like sprinkling in this exploration as much as I can, because it's just so worth it, right? I cannot recommend relic sites enough. I mean, they're easy. You could do this in a very cheap ship, and the revenue is great. Like this ship right now is 56 million. Like that one relic site basically pays for a replacement of this ship, and you can't, that's a really good a deal. So yeah, for episode 3, just want to kind of like show a little bit of exploration and kind of like how the revenue looks for that. So I've only been back in Null for a little while, so I've done basically at this point 3 relic sites. I want to say like 3 data sites and 1 Pithpino complex, and I've already made like 300 million. And we're talking like total, that's like less than 3 hours of play across 2 days. So really good. One thing I want to do for episode 4 is do kind of like an AMA kind of a situation. So like in episode 4, we're just going to answer questions that you might have. So if you're looking to do solo Omega, if you have any questions or whatever, let me know in the comments, or you can send me an email in game, and in episode 4 I'll just do my best to answer as many questions that get submitted as possible to help kind of clarify kind of like how the solo game, kind of the solo lifestyle kind of works out. But with that being said, I am going to go ahead and get this video done and get this up so you guys can I'll put this fit in the description and all that. But in next episode, I think we're gonna be focusing on it, we're gonna answer some questions and over this stuff, and then we're just gonna probably do some ratting, and we'll probably do actually some just regular combat anomalies with the Tengu again, just because it's pretty low key, it's pretty chill. So thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.